Jennie's silent roar. The middle finger that sparked a K-pop reckoning. In the ever-watching world of K-pop, where every glance, gesture, and garment can ignite a firestorm, one moment can fracture the silence and send tremors through the fandom, the industry, and even cultural boundaries. Jennie Kim, the globally adored member of BLACKPINK, did just that with a single gesture, her middle finger. What seemed like a fleeting backstage moment quickly morphed into a symbol, a flashpoint, and perhaps the start of a new era for K-pop idols navigating a hyper-surveilled digital age. It all began when Jennie shared a carousel of photos from BLACKPINK's electrifying Deadline tour stop in Los Angeles. The images, taken backstage and during the performance, portrayed everything fans have come to expect from the powerhouse performer: style, charisma, camaraderie with her bandmates, and an enviable stage presence. Yet, buried within this gallery was a photo that deviated from the usual polished K-pop aesthetic. Jennie, bold and unfiltered, faced the camera and raised her middle finger with a look of nonchalance that shattered the fourth wall of idol decorum. The image spread like wildfire. Within hours, social media platforms, especially X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and popular fan forums, erupted with a flurry of speculation, admiration, criticism, and analysis. Was this a rebellious statement? A message to haters? A raw moment of human emotion? While fans raced to decode the meaning behind the gesture, the public was split. Some lauded it as a powerful act of self-expression, a daring stance in the face of relentless scrutiny. Others condemned it, calling it inappropriate, unbecoming of a global icon whose social media influence reaches over 84 million followers, including many young, impressionable fans. But the controversy didn't stop there. The very next slide in Jennie's post featured another now iconic image. The artist donning a bralette emblazoned with her name, Jennie, and flashing a provocative wink toward the camera. This was the same outfit that previously ignited debates when she wore it on stage, with critics accusing her of being too suggestive, while fans praised her for owning her confidence. Coupled with the middle finger, the photo appeared to many as a bold dual response, a declaration of self-ownership, defiance, and empowerment. Her caption? Simple. Almost too simple. BLACKPINK. Deadline. LA. I love you all. For words that seemed innocuous at first glance, until dissected by fans and commentators alike. Love you all, they insisted, wasn't just directed at her devoted blinks. It was many believed an inclusive message, one that embraced both supporters and critics. A kind of open-armed sarcasm? A shrug at hate? Or a more mature, knowing nod that said, I see everything. I feel everything. And I choose to stay true to me? The ambiguity was delicious and explosive. In the high-stakes world of K-pop, where idols are trained to smile through discomfort and maintain an image of unfailing grace, Jennie's unfiltered moment sparked a broader debate. Are we entering a new age of unapologetic idols? Has the era of the submissive, media-coached performer reached its breaking point? Jennie has never been a stranger to controversy. Her cold expressions on stage have often been misconstrued as arrogance. Her fashion choices, no matter how forward-thinking or boundary-pushing, are perennially up for public dissection. Critics say she doesn't smile enough, that she seems distant, aloof. But those who follow her journey see a different story. A woman who has learned the cost of stardom, and now wears her armor in plain sight. This latest gesture, though wordless, was deafening. It confronted the suffocating expectations placed on K-pop idols, and tore through the illusion that they are mere dolls crafted for public consumption. Jennie's finger, whether meant as a joke, a statement, or a release, cracked open the uncomfortable truth that even global stars have breaking points. That even the most polished idols have rage, weariness, and the right to rebel. Not everyone welcomed this evolution. In South Korea and across Asian communities that place immense value on respect, humility, and emotional restraint, Jennie's gesture was labeled by some as distasteful and unnecessarily provocative. Discussions on online forums ranged from concern to outraged. She's a role model. What kind of message is she sending? One commenter asked. Others went further, accusing her of importing Western-style rebellion into an industry that values collective harmony over individual outburst. And yet, one could argue that Jennie's actions are not outbursts at all, but carefully calibrated acts of self-expression. If you zoom out, this wasn't just Jennie flipping the bird. It was a masterclass in image control on her terms. The fact that she chose to post that image herself, knowing full well the storm it would unleash, proves one thing. Jennie is no longer playing by the rules. She's writing them. And maybe that's the point. Idols like Jennie are slowly, steadily redefining what it means to be a K-pop star. Gone are the days when silence was the only option in the face of harassment. Gone are the days when idols bowed and apologized for simply existing in ways that didn't suit every member of the public. Jennie's post wasn't just an image dump. It was a manifesto, a visual speech, a challenge to the old guard of the industry. The reactions predictably were polarized. Some fans dubbed her Queen of Clapbacks, praising her bravery and strength. She doesn't just wear Chanel. She is Chanel. Elegant but with edge. One fan wrote. Others were less kind. Parents groups in Korea expressed concern about the influence on younger audiences. Media ethics watchdogs debated whether social media platforms should flag or moderate such content when posted by public figures. Amid this firestorm, a quiet but powerful shift was happening. Jennie, by refusing to explain, apologize, or clarify, did something revolutionary in K-pop. She let the image speak. She didn't go live to cry. She didn't tweet a Notes app apology. She didn't unfollow anyone or post cryptic stories. She stayed still. And in doing so, she let the world swirl around her. She showed that control can also look like silence. That power can look like a single finger raised in a moment of truth. It's not lost on observers that Jennie isn't just another idol. She's a fashion icon, a soloist, a muse, a brand. Her influence stretches from the runway to the recording studio, from Seoul to Paris to New York. She understands the weight of her platform, which is why this gesture matters. It wasn't reckless. It was real. Of course, the middle finger won't be the last controversial thing Jennie does. Nor should it be. What matters is how this moment fits into a larger narrative. The maturing of K-pop stars into fully realized individuals, not just products. The industry, once known for its rigid control and strict image curation, is witnessing a quiet rebellion. Artists want to own their voices, their aesthetics, and yes, even their anger. Is it messy? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Probably. Jennie's case opens a broader dialogue. What do we expect from our idols? Perfection? Eternal gratitude? Emotional obedience? And what happens when they break character, even for a second? Do we cancel them? Or do we finally see them? In the end, maybe Jennie's middle finger wasn't aimed at fans or even haters. Maybe it was pointed at the entire system, a silent protest against the impossible tightrope idols are forced to walk. Maybe it was the modern equivalent of a mic drop. Blunt, bold, unforgettable. One thing is certain, Jennie's story is far from over. And with each post, performance, or quiet act of rebellion, she continues to challenge not just what it means to be an idol, but what it means to be free.